Open tabs, margin notes, highlighter, bleed through quotes, research mind, steady eye, patterns only she can note. I-90 fog, whispering under wheel, skyline, afterglow, 2 states, packed rooms, quiet minds that know, no sign needed out front. They circle to a voice, questions rise before she starts, curiosity by choice. She pivots mid-lecture, checks who's leaning in close. Say the part you skip out loud, that's where the learning goes. Heads home with the speakers up, Biggie in the background, mind still mapping theories while the city slows down. She teaches the why behind the crime, the hurt behind the face, Philly in her backbone, psychology in her grace. Don't let the hype fool you, she stands 10 stories tall. She don't just teach the lesson, she teaches you through it all. Late nights with case files open, notes in the margin glow. She's showing you your story's roots so you can choose where to go. Biggie quotes inside the slides right next to coping skills. Spread love between the lines of how a nervous system feels. Long days, quiet grit, humor in the punchlines. You are more than this moment. Written 10 times, old assessments in a folder, ink dust on the sleeve. She can map anxious attachment before you know you grieve. 1 foot in Jersey lecture halls, 1 on the Philly street. Home is where she learned to fight, classes where we don't repeat. Grown kids texting check-ins, pride she doesn't post. She teaches minds all day, then goes in mother's most. Case files, true crime, mind behind the scenes. She doesn't tell you what they did, she shows you what it means. Your story is not your diagnosis. You are allowed to rewrite it.
Hi guys, how you doing? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cool. I think I'm live on Facebook too. I don't know how to figure out if I am. I guess if you're on Facebook and you join, let me know. Hi Case, how you doing? How's everyone doing? Ooh, it's a little bright. Let me see if I can make it a little less bright. Ooh, sorry. I just dropped it on me. Whoops. Not what I was trying to do. So how is everyone today? Did everybody see the trial? There we go. That's better. Much better. Hi, Harlot. Hi, Cuff You. Casey's here. Everyone's coming in. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Come join us. Make sure you're hitting like and subscribe and all the things. Yeah, it was fabulous, you said. So you guys, we have so much to talk about. Oh, I hope your back and your hip feel better. That sucks. I'm not watching the trial, but I've watched the body cam and listened to the 911 call. Wow. Harlot, I've watched the entire trial. And Harlot, if you want, yesterday I did the first day. You guys, I don't think I'm ever doing it again, so please go watch it because it might be the last time. But after the trial yesterday, I went through and cut out all like the fluff in between, and even like the little things where they had like sidebars and stuff for a minute. So I was able, hi Marilyn, I was able to cut down a whole day of testimony to 2.5 hours. So, but it took so long, and for some reason it didn't want to upload, so I had to figure out all this stuff. It was crazy. I didn't go to bed till almost 7 o'clock this morning. It was crazy. I was like, what am I doing? This is nuts, because I had to be up today, so I only got like 2 hours of sleep. So I'm like, that ain't working, that ain't good. So I'm going to go to, all right. So there's a few things we could do here. We could either, I could get the actual like body cam videos and things like that and go over them with you. We can go over, we can go to Court TV and go over highlights from today. We could do that too. So I don't know if anybody has a specific preference. If not, I'm just going to wing it the way that I would do it. I said wing it the way that I do it. I don't always wing it. You guys see how much time I put into it. But today I was like, when does this end? I'm not used to I'm not used to all this stuff yet with like the different time zones and stuff, and when are they done court and all the things. So oh wow, oh my gosh, you guys, I have access to Paula Mooney stuff from Plunder because I'm on her Patreon, and I don't know why I didn't notice this, but apparently on February 18th she dropped, oh my gosh, a 4th batch. They weren't released until 2/17/26, and there's 2,600 page PDF of King Road photos redacted. I'm gonna have to go through that later. Okay, so I came on here though so that I could get to the body cams for this case. So here we go. I think they're on Discord too, so I could look at there. You guys should all go to Discord. We have an amazing Discord, you guys. And you don't have to like be a paid member. You can go on there. I don't know why my Discord, oh wait, here it goes. Here it goes, here it goes. I spoke too soon. Here we go. All right. So let me go to our Discord. I'm going to share it with you in a second. I just want to make sure. Casey says that she's a terrible actress. That's funny. Funny, funny, funny. All right, so let me go over here to our, and I'm going to share this. Let me show you guys what this looks like so that you know. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Yes, I found it. I found it. All right, here we go. So this right here, so in case somebody doesn't know what's going on, like if you had no idea, because let's be honest, I didn't know until a couple of days ago either. So, oh look, this thing's covering me. Hold on, let me fix this. That's funny. I can fix that. And there we go. Go on. Okay, so over here, you guys, we have our Discord, so hopefully everybody is going to our Discord. For right now, I'm going to put our chat up here, but if for some reason it starts to like get in the way of stuff, I could always take it off. So just know that. Okay. If you don't know what's going on, Kouri Richins is married to Eric, and they have 3 beautiful boys, children, and they live in a beautiful home. We're going to see it in a minute. I'm going to show you guys. And the home's set up way different than I was expecting. So I'm so glad that they do the scan so that we could all see for ourselves. So let's look at this real quick. So let's go on. So Cuff U has day 2, first responders. Cuff U, I don't know. Here, wait, let me go backwards a little bit. Let's see. This is still from today. Let me go back to yesterday. Okay, here we go. So I kind of want to see this body cam here with you guys. Okay, we had the opening statements. I would just say, if you want to see my, if not my opening statements, obviously, if you want to see the opening statements, you could either come here to see it, or you could go to the YouTube I did last night. I'm going to have to post that up here too. I don't think I did that, and literally, you guys, it took forever to do that video last night. So that'll be up there too. But let's start with the, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I have to watch on YouTube, duh. Okay, so here goes the actual body cam we're going to watch right now. Oh wait, hold on. Share this tab instead. Let me just make sure you guys are seeing it. Okay. So I'm wondering if we were able to see or hear the entire 911 call. I don't know if it's longer than what we just heard in court, but just in case, I guess we'll have to look at that too. I think I am going to take the chat off. I know it didn't come up yet, but I have it set up to go up on the side, and I might take that off. I am. There we go. That way we can watch this and not have anything go over it. Okay, here we go. Let's play it.
Is the audio instantaneous or is it a delay? Okay. I think I know how to fix this. Give me just a moment.
We'll need
If
to
you
restart
pause. Yeah. We practiced this earlier. Give me just a moment.
You're on our most body cams. There's a 30-second.
That's what I thought too, but it sounds like they did around that. One moment, folks. Scott, would you do me a favor? Would you disconnect from the HDMI and then reconnect?
Right. See, this is all the stuff, you guys, that, oh, there we go. This is all the stuff that yesterday I took out. So if you go back and watch my video from yesterday's proceedings.
Did you plug back in?
I definitely.
Okay, will you cue the video again for me?
Let's see what he says.
And no medical history other than his asthma. I think it's Lyme disease, but I think it's painful sometimes. Medicine for it. What did he take? What medicine did he take? Can you find it and tell us?
So they're asking her for the medicine that she takes. Cuff you, is this in the very, very beginning? The 911 call is below the body cam video. Okay, so let's do a warning. Warning, you guys, that trigger warning, right? Because you might see things here that you might not be looking for. Cuff you, is this? Where did we get this off of so I could give them credit? Is it whoever it is? Can you please put it in the chat? And when I say it, I will give them credit as well. Thank you so much. I know you say the 911 call is right under it. Maybe we can listen to that next. But hopefully people are listening to the short I made of the 911 call as well. Plunder. Okay, plunder. Oh, good. So I don't have to feel the need to stop this every 2 seconds because I actually then own this because I'm a paid member. So let's like it. And here we go. You're hearing the machine pumping his chest.
Alright guys, and no downtime. He's been asymptomatic until he got here. He's had 2 epis and Narcan.
So they just said he had 2 epis and Narcan, just in case you guys don't know. Oh yeah, I was saying before, so they're married, they have 3 boys, and the allegation is that she poisoned him with fentanyl, and he perishes from that. So you'll hear her in the background. She's the one that sounds like she's crying, stuff like that. Oh, she's right there. Look, you guys, she's right here in the bathroom. So I'm glad we got to see the camera where they go through the house so that we were able to see the scan so that I actually know that she's in her master bathroom right now because of that scan. So I think that was very helpful. They probably should have showed it before everything else, in my opinion, just so that other people like me now can have an idea of where it is she's standing. And I believe you can only get in there by going through the room. So you couldn't just like go in there from another door. So Narcan is to reverse opiates. Did they just say blood pressure is 168? And if so, how did they get a blood pressure? I thought he was gone for hours. Does anyone know? I don't know why I missed that.
What's your first name? What's your first name? Yeah, let them do their work in there. So what happened today?
Here, let me put my picture over here so that you guys can see. I'm right here. I didn't know if you guys could hear me if I took my picture off.
Wake up and I go back to my own
Oh, there we
bed.
go. I could do that.
I just crawl over on his side.
All right, this is important. Let's re-listen to this. This is her, what she says happens. And I think that this is important because she tells this story like 3 different times. 2 times it's the same. 1 time I notice it's different. And that's just from what I caught.
9:30. Okay.
9:45.
And then what alerted you to him today? Right now.
I just woke up. When I sleep with my pillows, wake up and I go back to my own bed. I just crawl over on his side.
And he was laying in bed.
He was on his back on the bed, and
Okay. And he was on. You said he was on his back. Okay. Where are your children now?
just sleep in that room. 2 are awake with their ear to the door. I don't want them to come out. Please don't let them come out.
Where are the other 2 at? They're awake?
No, my bedroom.
And where's that at?
Who's there? First one to your left.
Okay. Is there any family members we can call right now?
Yeah, I need to call my mom. I need to call my mom so bad.
Okay.
I think I don't know. There's a bunch on the phone. I don't know.
Okay.
I call my mom.
Yep. I'll give you a phone right now, okay?
So some of you are saying that she's not crying at all. You didn't hear any volume while I was off screen. Wow, thank you for telling me that. I wonder why that is. That's so weird. Okay, well, I know not to do that. You didn't miss anything when we were off screen. All they said is that they gave them Narcan, which reverses opiates, and epinephrine, which helps stimulate the heart. So, and it's also, well, it's really used for anaphylaxis. So, like when your chest gets tight or your throat closes up and you can't breathe. So over here, so epinephrine's like a rescue type drug. She, take notice, you guys, so she like shivers, like her hands and her legs are like shaking. And there's certain times where he asks her questions and she stops shaking. So that was a little bit of a red flag to me.
I need to call his dad. He's gonna be okay, right? Like I got in bed and
Okay, that part was a little bit concerning. She said he's going to be okay, right? After she has to know. I mean, you guys, when they told her about doing CPR and they said that he was on the floor because she was trying to do CPR via listening to the 911 operator. So my thing is, and tell me if I'm wrong, by this point, rigor mortis would have set in. Right? So wouldn't he have been stiff? I mean, that's terrible to think. But I can't imagine that he wasn't stiff. And if so, is this acting here?
I call my mom.
Yep. I'll
She's
give you a phone
innocent
right now,
until proven
okay?
guilty.
I need to call his dad. He's gonna be okay, right? Like I got in bed and then I just got
Yeah, they're doing their best, okay, ma'am? Here, you can use my phone.
I'm surprised she knows the dad's number by heart. Oh, it's his sister, I think.
Mom.
Oh, her mom.
Mom. Mom.
What's going on?
I don't know. Something's wrong with Eric. The police have dropped him here. I don't know what's happening. He wasn't breathing. I don't know.
I think my partner found your phone. Is this it right here? Does he have any medical conditions or anything like that?
He has Lyme's disease.
Lyme's disease?
Nothing major, like,
Okay. So no heart problems or anything like that?
no.
The officer here is on the stand yesterday and today. He's the last one to go in yesterday and the first one that they picked up with today. And one of the things that he said that was odd to him was that she wasn't like looking at him when he was asking her questions, that she kept her head down the whole time with her face covering her, with her hands covering her face.
He just said his chest was hurting when he went to bed. He doesn't drink enough water,
Yes,
when
Harley.
he gets on the bike downstairs. I don't know, it didn't. And then he just said he's really tired because he got his allergy shots yesterday morning
Okay.
with my son.
I'm still here. I'm just turning my camera off for a minute.
And when did you discover him? What time?
I got my phone. It was maybe 3.
About 3. Did you immediately call the 911?
Yeah, well, I got up and, as soon as I turned over, he was cold.
See, he was
I
cold.
just felt like something was wrong. But, I just put the blanket on it because I just thought it was really cold. So I thought, and then I sat there for a minute and I just didn't feel like breathing or anything. And so I
So take notice of what she just said here. I'm going to rewind it a second so we can hear it again, because let me tell you, his sister comes. Excuse me, his sister comes and she says, I just wanted to cuddle him. So that's not exactly the same thing, right?
And then I sat there for a minute and I just didn't feel like breathing or anything. And so I
Okay.
You good?
and he just felt so heavy.
Mm-hmm. Any COVID or anything like that?
We all just got over COVID.
Okay. And when was that? Okay, so not recently.
He just had a negative test, so I was last positive, and then he had it, so his last negative test was a week ago.
Okay.
That's interesting. Hi,
And then what's your
Ella.
name? I'm sorry, what was that?
Kouri,
With a C?
Kouri.
So remember here, you guys. So as she gives him information here, her voice does change a little bit. And again, let's remember that she is innocent until proven guilty, right? And I have to be honest with you, she has a pretty good defense team so far. She's not doing herself any good here. And then today, at the very end of today, we were presented with evidence that was a pair of tweezers and a piece of plastic that was found in a female's jacket. She's the only female in the house, so that didn't look good for her. I don't know where they're going to go with that. I'm assuming that because fentanyl is so potent that they're going, and again, this is just my educated guess, that they're going to try and say that it was so potent that she couldn't even touch it, so she used the tweezers or something. I don't know what the plastic part was. Come on in, you guys. Harlot, good catch. Harlot says, I think she sat on the floor because the cop scooted down in front of her at one point, like he was trying to look at her face. It's funny you say that because, and you said that you haven't watched the trial today. On the stand, they ask him, like, did he know, like, was anything out of the ordinary? And he said yes, that she wasn't acting the way that he would thought. But we all know that we can't really go by that because everybody acts differently, right, in tragedy. However, he did say that at one point he tried to get down because she kept covering her face and she wasn't looking at him. And part one, he wanted to see, like, is she really upset and crying? But part two, he couldn't hear her that well because she had her face covered and she was speaking very, like, low. So they did, hi Sarah, so he did get down to try and talk to her, and you're right, that's when she moves to the ground. So that's interesting because that would make her lower than him again so that he can't see her face. Sarah said because she's pretend crying. Does anybody else agree with me real quick before I turn this on again that although we're all feeling these like feelings like that she's, you know, knows a little bit more here than she's saying, does everybody agree that she has a pretty good defense team? I think that they're picking away at the evidence in the way that you would if you have good defense attorneys. I'm like, what does she think? She's OJ? She's got like a team over there. Sarah, the sister said her hair was all done up, but I disagree with that. She had her hair put up on top of her head in the high ponytail. And I think the defense did a good job of breaking that down. So the defense said to her, like, your messy hair, to the sister. And she's like, yeah, but my hair was messy, but it was down. This is my thing. And I'm playing devil's advocate here. If Kouri really did or tried to attempt to do CPR, imagine doing CPR with your hair in your face. So I could imagine pulling her hair up, but, like, you know, it didn't look like she was like hairspraying it to get it, you know what I mean? Like, it looked like she just pulled it up in a messy bun type thing on top of her head. I do that all the time. I'll probably do that before I put my camera back on. But I see what you're saying. They are being aggressive, but isn't that the point? She didn't do CPR, but she acted like she did it, whatever. So she says she did CPR and she got the body to the ground.
It didn't seem like you did, though.
It's like a gummy, as in like a THC gummy. Okay.
Yes, Sarah, I agree. She shoved them off the bed. I'm sure she did.
And who's his primary care physician? Who? How do you spell it? How's it?
P-L-E-Y.
L-E-P-L-E-Y? When was he last seen?
Awesome case.
When was that?
It's interesting here. She says she needs to call the dad, but doesn't she call the sister? So they must have just told her that he's definitely gone. He's dead. There you go. Oh, the dad.
There's 2 kids that are awake. They're in that door. There's 2 to the left. I think the left master bedroom.
Now, you guys, we know from the video that if you go up these steps here, what is that on the steps? If you go up the steps here, Does anybody know exactly what's up here? I know there's a toy room up here, but I don't know. Does anybody know where his office is? I think the layout of this house was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting all of the bedrooms to be... Oh, yes, Sarah. Oh, my God, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. That was so generous of you. I appreciate you so much. Sarah says, who gets drunk right before bed to celebrate a sale that's not happening? So wait, what do you mean it's not happening? Wasn't it supposed to happen the very next day? Isn't that one of the things that the sister got mad about? Was that, and I could be wrong, that's why I want to know. Yeah, thank you so much. That was so super generous of you. Let me put it up on the screen for a minute. Here we go. Let's give you some cloud up here. So, this is the thing. Wasn't there a text from him from earlier in the day that asked her, and I could be wrong, so let me know if I am, that asked her if she wanted to go celebrate and get a celebratory drink, and she said that she couldn't. So I think that was the excuse for doing it later. But a lot of people would say, like, you and I might not have a drink before bed, but there's a lot of people who would have a drink. I don't know that, was she claiming that they were drunk? didn't she just say that she made them a Moscow Mule or something and they had a celebratory shot with it? So this is my thing. Is that abnormal for them? So if you saw the pictures, they had the Moscow Mule cups and everything. So it couldn't have been something that was, I don't know. Yeah, they were not drunk. That's the thing. I didn't think they were drunk. I don't think that she was saying that. What do you mean Eric was not in favor of house? What does that mean? Yes, and she celebrated the purchase the next night. Wait, what do you mean, Cuff You? Like the day after he died? They weren't celebrating anything, says Casey. That was just her story. That's funny, you guys. So whether they were but this is the thing. If they weren't and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. If they weren't celebrating anything, didn't they read, or like, wasn't there a text message I remember from yesterday? Because I don't think I'll ever do it again. But I went through the whole testimony and cut out all the fluff and just kept the testimony there. But it literally took me, by the time I uploaded it and stuff, for some reason my computer was crappy and I didn't go to bed till 7 o'clock this morning. But I had to rewatch things 100 times. And one of the things I swear I remember is that Eric asked her if she wanted to go to have a celebratory shot earlier in the day, like a lunch type thing, and she couldn't go. So if that's the case, then even if it wasn't real, like let's say whether it happened or not, it seemed like he thought it was happening type thing. So because he wants to celebrate it. The other thing is, like you're saying, somebody did say, I forget, it was somewhere in the investigation, that she like robbed Peter to pay Paul. That's like an analogy people use, like, so she was using borrowed money to pay off borrowed money, and she was at the end, she used up everything, so on and so forth. The thing there is, right, even if that's true, and they said that like she forged his name and stuff, the only thing about that is, I'm sorry, but anyone that's married, and I could be wrong about this, but anybody that I know that's married, I don't think it's so out of the norm to sign something for your spouse. However, you're not supposed to do that. That's illegal. I would say that if it was a big document like that, you should probably really get the person to sign. The only time I really see somebody signing something is maybe for, I don't know, like if you take your husband's credit card with you because you forgot yours and you sign his name or something like that. But for something like this, I could see making sure you had his signature. With that being said, I'm wondering if we're going to hear evidence, so text messages and stuff, that is going to show that the brother did tell this sister that this happened, and that, you know, and then, well, he must have done something because he changes his will at the very end. But we also have to remember, she was cheating. Did he know that she was cheating? Like, could he have suspected it? There had to be, you know, things going on. And a week or so before, maybe even a little bit before that, with the sandwich, we're going to hear about that, and how he allegedly texts a few of his friends or tells them, you almost lost me there type thing. But then later on, Kouri says to another friend, "Are you effing kidding me? I was there." And she says somebody else was there. I don't know who the other person was that she said was there, but in other words, like there was somebody else there. Like it was a joke type thing. So I don't know what we're going to see with that. I just think her defense attorney, whether it's for good or bad, I think that they're doing a good job. I know they're being aggressive, but I feel like that's what you have to do when you're a defense attorney, at least in this situation. So I don't feel like they're out of line in any way, at least not yet, in my opinion.
So basically she said, went to bed at 9:30. She slept with the kids because then she goes to bed when she went to bed.
Ella, good point.
Around 3 o'clock, moved into her bed. He was cold and happy. He has Lyme disease. He got an allergy shot. He might have taken a gummy. THC gummy last night. So, other than that, just Lyme disease.
Amy Dix.
This is probably gonna be big here.
I don't know. Over the no calls.
That's so interesting. I was trying to listen to what she was saying in the background of that.
Yeah, like he's not there today. Like he...
Oh, Sarah, give him a kiss.
1K32, what's my case number? Copy.
So Casey and Sarah are bringing up the point that he didn't want her to buy that mansion or whatever. Whether that's true or not, and it very much may be, he was there raking the leaves, right? And wasn't his mom, or was it her mom was there? I thought it was his mom. I could be, or no, his mom passed away. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I did not mean to say that. Ooh, that was so not cool. I take that back. That wasn't on purpose, obviously. Her mom was there trying to do things to help so that they could flip it type thing. But I didn't know that. So you said he said no. That's interesting. She had no money. Okay. She had no money, right, Sarah? But didn't he make $750,000 a year? That's money. It's a $13 million mansion. I get it, but she was only going to flip it. And she had already had stuff in the works because she was planning to flip it pretty quickly. So in that case, you're not putting out $13 million to, sell it. You're putting out about 20% of the house, which is still a ton of money, right? That's still a ton of money. And it might even wipe them out of most of their savings, if not all. And that might be what he was so against. However, she was planning to fix it up and flip it. And on the flip, they would have made, allegedly, upwards of $1 million or so.
Yeah, from.
Oh, Sarah, look at you with all the messages. Sarah, you're funny. God forbid you say a whole sentence at once. I love you, though. It put her in over $1 million in debt.
It's going to be the wife, first name of Kouri.
Gotcha. So how did she get a loan then? Do you know what I mean? Like, why did the banks keep giving her loans, I wonder? And that's just a question. I really do. I wonder. Oh, a home equity line of credit. That makes sense. So that's okay. So that's the thing. So if they did a home equity line of credit so that she could pay for the down payment on this house to flip, that means that she at least had, she had at least enough money or enough equity in the house to get a line of credit, because they wouldn't have given them a line of credit. Like, if your house is worth $100,000, I'm just making up a number to make it easy. If your house is worth $100,000, you're supposed to pay at least 20% of it when you get a mortgage. And even if you get a home equity line of credit, they usually don't go past 80% of what your value of your home is. So that would just say to me that I don't know how much they gave her the line of credit for. But the other thing is, because I've had lines of credit, they want to know exactly what you're using it for. And if you're paying specific things, they will sometimes, like, let's say you're doing it to pay off, 4 different accounts, you want to make it all one. They send out the check to the 4 different places type thing. They don't just take your word for it. So, you could still have 100,000 remaining, or whatever it is remaining, but they do want to know like what your plans are for it. So I feel like the bank had to at least agree somewhat that she had enough equity to take the home equity line of credit out. But you also have to remember that if they don't, Harlot says, I was thinking the house cost like $3.5 million, and they were told it could be sold for $12 million once fixed up. They were saying $12 million in equity instead of price, which would be a totally different thing. Houses, and this was the thing, if you looked at the house, it was pretty dilapidated. It looked like it needed a ton of money to be put into it. So it's just my opinion. We could all have different opinions. Dr. Vona, what does it say? I love you, but Eric wasn't giving her a dime. She was forging his signature and taking out loans in his name. Okay, even if that's true, right? They're married. So whether he was giving her money or not, she's still entitled to half of it. And I know people are probably going to give me blowback for this. Maybe it's just where I live. But even if I don't know what she does for a living, but even if she's a stay-at-home mom, that's a really hard job. And anybody that's ever done that knows it. So I think if anything, if somebody holds money from the other one in their marriage, I mean, couldn't you see that as controlling? Oh my God, nobody get into an argument over this, because I will hang up. I am not into that. There ain't that many of us in here that I feel the need to keep it going for arguing, so let's all just get along. Because I agree with Harlot that, and there's just so much that how do we even know right now, right? So, I don't know. I think it's hard either way. And I think we could all have an opinion, and I think you are right. I know that she was forging loans and stuff like that. But I guess my thing is this: you can only get a loan if they think that you have the ability to pay it back. So whether she was turning in his financials to show that they could pay it back, whether he knew it or not, or whether, she was putting the line of the house on the line, getting a home equity line of credit. I believe all that to be true. I'm sure it is. But either way, who just excited utterances? And their viewers, shut up. Thank you, excited utterance. Somebody has to teach me how to do that. I can't believe that. That was so freaking kind of you. Well, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Come on in. But I don't know. What do you guys think that are just coming in, too? Oh, thank you, Rule. Oh, my God, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hella, that was so generous. Welcome in. Come on in. Come on in. So, Rule, we're just talking about, we're talking obviously about the case, but we're talking about how she was allegedly signing his name on things so that she could get more money, so on and so forth. Does anybody know? Ruth, you are too? Oh my God, thank you, you guys. Sarah said focus. Sorry, Sarah. There's people coming in that have never been here before, and I feel the need to say welcome to all of them. So welcome in, everyone. Dr. Vonda's here. Yes. You guys, thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm going to have to make sure I go over and get you back, excited utterance. Thank you, Felicia. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. This is so cool. Birdie, hi. HMS, how you doing? Come on in, you guys. Wow, I feel so blessed. Thank you, Hella, thank you. I owe you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was amazing. So Sarah doesn't know what's going on, I don't think. So here, Excited Utterance, that's Hella. She has her own channel, so hopefully Cuff You will put, I'm sure it will if she hasn't already, put the link in the chat so that all of our people could go over there and show our love. But there's like a newer thing you could do with YouTube, and when you're done your live, you can do something that reroutes everybody from your chat to the new live, and they don't have to stay on the new live app, you know what I mean? But it gets them to the new live so that they don't have to look for it. So it's really cool. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it so that I could do it for other people. Thank you so much. Welcome in, you guys. I feel so blessed. Thank you. Hey Higgins, hey Lynn. All right, I'm gonna try to like pay attention to myself now so that I don't. Casey, thank you. Casey, thank you. Casey, I don't know why you have to leave. Hopefully you're not leaving. Thank you so much. That was so generous of you. Thank you, Casey. Hopefully you're not leaving because, you know, people don't all have the same opinion. Sarah's leaving too. Okay, well, I love you guys. Someone said, what is that noise? Sorry. It was if somebody does a super chat or whatever. I did lower the volume, so hopefully I don't know why it's still so loud. I lowered the volume though, so I don't know why it sounded loud. I do apologize. But when people donate, I dance to the music because I get so excited. I am so super appreciative. Yes! Sarah! Well, hopefully, Sarah, that was so very generous of you again. Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys are leaving because you have things to do with your young children and not just because you're aggravated or something, because the truth is we're always going to have differences of opinion. Sometimes we're going to agree and sometimes we're not going to agree. The truth is it's only day 2 of a 5-week trial, so they anticipate it to go on for about 5 weeks. So in that case, I would say that there's going to be times throughout the whole trial, and I wouldn't like it if we were all like, oh yeah. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, do we really have a discussion if we all completely agree on everything? So I just hope that everyone has respect for each other and that we could all disagree. I mean, if somebody disagrees, that's fine. Just move on to the next thing. Just disagree. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just hoping that it was because your kids need something and not because you're leaving because you're aggravated. Everybody welcome in. Come on in. Dr. Vonda's here. Yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Wow. All right. Well, Sarah and Casey. Sarah says she has a 3-year-old. So there you go. Everybody go over to Excited Utterance, please, and like, subscribe, and share over there. That was so generous. All right. Let's keep watching this a little bit and see what else we see here. One of the things we keep seeing here, one of the things that we see here is that the cop tells the other cop that there's kids trying to get into the room. I thought that that was alarming. It wasn't until I saw the video of the layout of the house that I realized that, Birdie, I'm gonna cry. What is happening? That I realized that they could even see it. Yes, Birdie, thank you. I know not everybody loves that sound, but I get so excited when this happens. It doesn't happen all the time. I love it. Thank you, Birdie. Wow, that was like super duper generous. Wow, you guys, thank you. Thank you so much. I can't even. If anybody wants to do like a quick recap of the trial yesterday, please go over to my channel after we're done here. And I was able to cut out all the fluff yesterday, and I got the testimony down to 2.5 hours, and that was a whole day's worth. I cut out all the fluff in between, all the pauses, all the sidebars, all of it. So it's literally just testimony. So please go check that out after this. It took me forever. I was like, I don't think I'm ever doing that again. All right, let's watch this a little bit more. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are so super supportive, and I just feel so blessed. Thank you. Wait, did he just show us his password? Why didn't somebody... Oh, I hope he changed that since. Oh my God, Shelby. Yes, you guys, thank you, Shelby. Wow, that is so super generous of you, you guys. I don't even know how to react.
You lost the sound.
Thank
Scott, pause there for
you.
a minute.
I'm
Thank you, sir.
staying with Birdie and Dr. Vona. Who's with me?
Scott, don't change anything for a minute, please.
Yes.
Yeah, don't change anything for a moment. Let me see if I can fix this from my end.
Oh my God, what is happening? Wow.
Scott, can you go back
What?
5 or 10 seconds and test sound for me?
Like the Wild West. Wow, you guys, thank you. And I fixed the super chat thing. It wasn't doing super stickers last week, and I fixed it clearly. Wow, you guys, thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
We're good. We're just waiting for our Emmy, me, and our detective to show.
I don't know if he had an aneurysm or something with all the blood. That's, there's a lot of blood for unknown reason.
Were you first on thing?
We were second, but Salsa fire guy was here before us.
And there was blood, you barely...
A little bit coming out as soon as we start doing compressions with the Lucas.
Okay.
Okay, so take notice. She says right there that the blood starts coming out of his nose when they do, how do you say it, Lucas? It's the machine that they use for chest compressions. I think that that's important because if anybody on the jury is at all confused about why there was blood on his face, that there it goes. So it's right there.
I don't know.
No pulse or anything?
No, he was cold. I think he's not a long time, but he didn't. He was
It's sad.
basically the whole time. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Pretty young.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes, thanks for the sub.
Yeah, that's what she was
That's what
saying.
she said. And then the hydrocodone, I think there was hydrocodone or something.
It was
96 or something.
2016.
2016, yeah. Pretty old.
Did he take that?
We don't know. It was sitting there though.
It's in the drawer right there.
There's something.
It
What
is.
is this right here? Is that it? Are you taking for Lyme disease?
Yeah.
Started.
I know that we have some nurses and stuff in here. Can somebody please cue me in on why you would use the, what would it be called? The drug that is given to alcoholics. What is it? Anabuse or something? The drug that's given to alcoholics that gives them like an adverse reaction to where it tries to make you to stop drinking. But they said that it was helpful with Lyme disease. So I wonder how that worked, because if he would have had a drink, wouldn't that made him feel sick, or was he just not taking it? Does anybody know to clear that up for me?
Filled in 2016.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, 2016, there you go.
That's his. That's that though.
What's that? That might be hers. Is it?
It's his.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's empty, right? Or something like
Yeah.
that? Maybe we gave him more cans. That would have been a good thing. You know, so it's like random.
And then you arrived and he was already on the floor. Right?
Yeah, she had pulled me off the floor.
Oh, I hope they ask her about that.
I'm gonna need to ask.
Oh my God, cuff you. Thank you, cuff you. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Yes. Truth too. Oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, you guys, truth, that was
Which way
so,
was he
so
facing?
super special.
Towards,
Oh my God, you guys.
probably laying
Oh my God, what is happening? Yes, you guys. Oh my God. You guys are gonna make me cry.
Take the sheet and
Oh my God, Dr. Vonda. What? You guys. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Dr. Vonda. You guys, I don't even know. What is happening? Oh my God, you guys. Permagrin, I have Permagrin. What is happening? Oh my God, I've never had this many things all the time, like at once. I don't even know how to react. So, okay, let's see. Who are our new people here? We have Shelby, Jules, Swearing Helps. How do I say this? Delatio. Oh my gosh, what is happening? There's more? Yes. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, I feel like it's my birthday. Then we have Dayers is a new member. Thank you so much. And then True says I'm still... Oh my God, what is happening? You guys. Thank you. Oh my God. So Victoria is a new member. True says I'm still thinking about my face being Brandy's saddle when she rides that horse in Joe Dirt. Oh my gosh. Yes. I love you guys. So Dr. Vonda, No Wine Left Behind. Victoria Gomez. Who else? And then... Oh my God, you guys, thank you. Wow. Is it going to do this 15 times? It might. Kate received a membership. Susie Blue. Oh my God, you guys. Dee Cade 9790 has become a member. Who's this one? Roland Stuff became a member. Simply. Susie became a member. You guys, I'm going to literally die. Rita became a member. Michelle became a member. Ann became a member. Wow. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Oh my God. There might be one more, Anne. Wow. I've never... Oh, Law and Stuff. Dr. Vonda, you could be as disruptive as you want to be. Don't apologize at all. Are you kidding me? I love it. Rita's a new member. Dr. Vonda, don't ever apologize. That is awesome. Hey, do you know that there's an awesome member named Dr. Vonda? Isn't that crazy? What are the chances? Yes, Michelle. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you so much. Dr. Vonda, I just told my husband how there's another Dr. Vonda, right? We got one letter. What is happening? Ann, welcome. Wow, you guys, I feel so blessed. I don't even know how to react right now. Oh, right, did you check my other coat? It's upstairs in our room. I apologize. Whoops. I sent him on like a wild goose hunt to try to find my keys. Wow, you guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. I am... Right? Oh, look, this girl says, you get a membership. You get a membership. Are we all old enough to remember Oprah? You get a membership. I love that, you guys. You guys are so amazing. Oh my God. Like the Wild West became a member too. Wow, you guys. I am... Wow. Welcome to our dysfunctional family. Okay, we like to put the fun in dysfunction. We get called the crazy group sometimes, but that's okay. We welcome it. Come on in, crazies. Yes, this is music to my ears. Much better than the trial to hear your excitement. You guys are about to hear me like cry in a minute. I'm like so taken aback right now. I'm like in awe. I can't even believe it. My husband was looking at me like, what's happening? Like, is something wrong with your computer? He just kept looking like, wait, again? Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, thank you. I feel so loved. You guys, I was up till 7 o'clock this morning doing that stupid video yesterday and offered to tell me that I couldn't upload it because it was too big, but I got it uploaded because I wasn't going to bed till I figured it out. I am not a quitter. Even though I had to wake up an hour and a half later, I still did it. And I'm still awake and I'm good because I have ADHD and I learned how to use it to my advantage. So go crazies. I love it. Let's see what else. So wait, you guys, right here, I think he's going to ask her about pulling him off of the bed to perform CPR.
My husband's active. He didn't just die in his sleep. This is insane.
Any
Notice
mental
she
health
stopped
conditions?
shaking.
No. Okay. How about any suicidal history? No.
Never.
Okay.
No.
Has he
Yes,
been seen
Dr.
by a
Vona.
doctor in the last 30 days?
No.
Welcome in, Kung Fu Panda.
Has any
Look, she
prescriptions?
started again.
30 days? No. Has he had a history of falling or anything? No.
You guys, and I'm not saying because she's obviously innocent until proven guilty. Does anybody, and again, hopefully nobody would be in this situation, but does anybody find it weird that she doesn't allude at least that maybe he likes to use something knowing that it's going to come up in his blood test? I don't know. Oh my God, Truth's doing it again to be a dick. I love you, Truth. Yes. Yes, this is the most amazing thing ever. Truth, thank you. Truth's doing it again just to be a dick. There you go. Truth, I showed my husband your picture because I was telling you about Casey Anthony, and he agreed. You guys, Truth looks like Casey Anthony. She does. Exactly like her. It's weird. It's weird. She might be Casey Anthony, and we just don't know it. But anyway, Truth, I love you to pieces. Thank you so very much, all of you. I am so blessed. Wow.
Any history of prescription abuse? No.
I mean, when he was in high school and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Pain pills, I think.
Oh, there you go. Pain pills, I think. So she does drop it.
I mean, he said he didn't feel good from them. Like,
He didn't look good last night.
he looked pale last night. And I asked if you were okay. And he said, yeah. But he was saying his chest was hurting. But
Has he have any history of illicit drug use or anything in the past year?
no, never.
Okay.
Didn't she answer that differently another time?
Remember to Herb, his doctor.
I know that they said like no prior drug history, but am I mixing up a case? Did she say something like no, like back in high school or something like that? Am I wrong about that? Am I mixing up cases? Because I could be.
Okay.
Yes, Truth.
I don't know yet. We'll see what we can get.
I don't. It's just at the Park City Family Clinic Hospital.
Okay, I can look it up.
Sorry.
No, that's right. Who told the boys? I said a cop told them. Why don't you tell the child?
No, they shouldn't have told my answer.
Oh. They all know. They told me.
How do they know?
Well, Carter told me and God told me.
What they had told them?
No,
We were in there, so we were maybe a fire department.
Oh my freaking God. Oh my God.
Okay, so she's told right here that her kids know. Does anybody else think it's odd? And again, I'm not, she does say that. Okay, I didn't know if I was making that up. You guys, she just found out that her kids probably know that their dad's not alive anymore. And we find out at the trial that the police said that they had to have an officer pretty much stand guard for the room because the kids were trying to get in. Why, in God's name, does she not go check on the kids or talk to them during this time?
Oh my God.
I'm sure she doesn't know what to say, but her mom's there. Yes, I'd run too. Okay, Harlot. Oh, wow. Ella says there was gummies in the kitchen and bathroom and he just visited Mexico. Yes, right, to hunt, right? There were prescriptions for painkillers too. His mom was a drug counselor, so he had to hide his needs. And this is the thing. I know that him and his sister are very close, and I know that it probably broke her heart to hear this yesterday, but, you know, you could be best friends with someone. You could be married to somebody and not know exactly everything that they're doing. If he didn't know about his wife's affair, and I don't know if he did or didn't, but let's say he doesn't know about it. Well, then he knew stuff about his wife he didn't know about stuff about his wife that was happening, and neither did the sister or anybody else. So I think, like, the only thing I would caution about is, I don't know. I'm cautious just because I know that there's plenty of people that you would never. One of my closest friends, Katie, growing up, she died as an adult. Like, she was living in renting my brother's, one of my brother's duplexes. And the mom called my brother because she was trying to get in touch with her and couldn't. And here my brother goes and finds her dead on the couch. And she was our friend that never used drugs. She almost looked down on people, not looked down on them, but was like, what are you doing? And here she winds up dying of drugs. So the point there is, although she was against things like heroin and stuff like that, she was willing to buy 30 milligram oxycodones. And if you have a pill machine, which a lot of people do, and maybe it's just because I live in the Philadelphia, Camden area, but people get you could buy a pill machine on Amazon, and it will make what looks like any pill. So you would have the same score, the same color, the same size, the same everything, the same numbers, all the things would look exactly the same as whatever pill you're trying to create, but they wouldn't have the active ingredient, right? So how do people make money with this? They make a ton of pills. They sell it in someone's neighborhood, right? They usually do like a big deal where maybe there's 1,000 pills. They might sprinkle, a few real ones in there with it somewhere. But the thing is that then the person goes and tries to sell them, and people are coming back and they want their money back. And I know this because it's happened a lot around here. So my friend Katie eventually, I guess, thought she was buying, because that's what they found right next to her was a little packet, and it had like 30 milligram oxycodones in it. The thing is, she was also being prescribed them. So the problem is she would take all of hers in the first week and a half and then need to buy the other 3 weeks. So she buys them one time, and they're fentanyl, you guys. So my thing is, if he was in Mexico the week before, and even if he wasn't in Mexico, how do we know that he didn't? We saw the THC gummies, and some of them weren't in like dispensary bags. They were in like Ziplocs. So like, how do we know that he didn't get them from a pill mill type person that could have allegedly put something in it? So that's all I'm saying there. Now, there's something in my gut saying that she's hiding stuff here. But I'm trying to think of this, keeping my mind open to possibilities just in case. I hear you. My gut says that too, but I'm trying to, yeah, fake pills are everywhere.
That just kept ringing this morning.
Don't ever take a fake pill, you
Yeah,
guys.
because we couldn't find her phone.
Somebody called from his cell phone, and then Google it. It says it's a spoof number. I'm gonna go up here to these people.
Mom, is the door closed, my room?
Yes,
They won't let me. Is he still?
So I'll explain to you what the process is right now. Because he was in good health and his age and everything like that, okay? Our medical examiner is going to come and do their investigation real quick, and then also our detective, just to make sure that everything's documented
But look,
correctly. And then from there, they'll explain to you what's going to happen. Most likely, what I'm thinking, because he has no serious health problems or anything like that. His age, most likely, they're going to take his body to the medical examiner's office just to make sure that,
what did she
there
think was
wasn't
going to
anything
happen?
else. All right. Do you have any questions for me right now?
No. He had allergy shots yesterday.
Yeah, and that's what she was saying.
Last night when I was here.
What kind of allergy shots?
It's weekly shots.
Him and his boy get weekly shots.
That's how I think, Lynn.
Just for like
Welcome in, you
seasonal
guys.
allergies?
Yeah.
Okay, season. And where was that at?
From City.
Or city.
Family medical?
No. Jeremy Red.
Truth talks about fake 30s everywhere, and that's one of the things that they talk about in the trial so far. They did talk about how, although most of, doctors will, I think they said, and I don't know if they were getting this from real research or if it was just I don't know if it was the defense or the prosecution. I think it was the defense. I'm not sure. Maybe it was the prosecution, but they were saying like most of the time you'll get 10 milligrams, but that you could buy 30 milligrams and da-da-da-da. And I do agree with Truth. So it's happening in the South too, at least on the East Coast, and in the North, where, we're just seeing a surge of these pills everywhere. Now, I will say it has slowed down a little bit because everybody knows somebody that's died from them, right? So, and even if you don't know somebody personally, you probably know somebody who knows somebody personally that has died from them. So I think we become a lot more cautious of it. But there was, real quick, and then I'll bring it back, sorry, one more little story TV timeout. These twin boys, they were away at college. They come home on Thanksgiving. They go out with their friends. For the first time in their life, they decide to split a 1 milligram Xanax. So they had a half a Xanax each. That's it. The mom went to wake them up the next day, and they were both dead. Oh, my God. That breaks my heart to even think of. Oh, my God. But in that situation, that was apparently the first time that they were experimenting. Like, that just, I scare my kids with those stories too, and I know that might not make me mom of the year, but I feel like we need to, because it's scary and they're everywhere. And the person that gave it to them swore that they got them from somebody who got them from a pharmacy. The problem is, you could get it from the same person all the time. If they run out one time and they happen to buy them from somebody else to give you type thing, they might not tell you, and now they're not coming from a pharmacy that you know of. Do you know what I mean? They're just, people are saying they are. So just be so super careful and make sure you tell these stories to everybody that'll listen so that they'll be careful too.
Granger Medical.
Granger, okay.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Oh, good night. Like the Wild West. Thank you so much. Yes, go hit up Dr. Vonda.
I did.
Thank you,
Watching
Birdie.
TV, I said, you guys gotta go back to sleep. It's 4 o'clock.
Everyone sub to Dr. Vonda. Wait, the mom just said here that she told the boys that they have to go back to sleep or something. It's 4:30 in the morning. I was like, wait, what?
We're all watching TV. I said, you guys gotta go back to sleep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Like, what?
Cam? Yeah. Need to go over there and have her in Southern Court to get the van keys. Okay. So, is this here with you? Yep.
Ash will get you caught up. Come on in. So Ash, just real quick, it's alleged that she poisoned her husband with fentanyl overdose, and that she put it in like a Moscow Mule. And she has 3 sons. They're all minors, and all of their bedrooms, so the 3 kids and the mom and dad, are like all together right here. And the mom like hasn't gone in to check on the boys, and was already told that they think that the boys know that the dad's dead. I was like, wait, what? And then the grandmom just said that she told the boys that they have to stop watching TV and they need to go to bed. It's 4 a.m. I was like, what? Oh my God, look here. It says, oh my God, are saying that one of us told them that their dad's dead. Miss Katie, where's the boys? Oh, that's the sister. Did she just say, where are the boys or where are my boys? Not that it's like that big of a difference, but I am curious. Oh, where are the boys? You guys, don't be mad at me. I have to be honest. Like, I want you guys to be honest with me. Truth said I would tell them to go back to bed too, but Truth, imagine, like, these are like kids. Like, the one boy looks like he's 10 or so. Like, I don't know how old they are, but they're not like little babies. So my thing is, if they were just told that their dad's dead and they see the cops there and the ambulance and their grandmom's there and all, like, and now their aunt's coming with their cousins, I guess my thing would be, how would you expect kids to fall back asleep to that, especially if somebody allegedly told them that their dad was dead? That's all. I do agree, though, that you would like to think that they'd go back to sleep, especially in all this traumatic stuff, but I don't know how feasible it is. Now, the sister comes in. This is where I think you guys might get mad at me. I don't know, but I'm just giving you my... This isn't Dr. Vona. Let me take my Dr. Vona hat off and put my Jaime Vona hat on from Philly. The sister and the brother-in-law, especially the brother-in-law, I felt like there were things that were overstepping a little bit, right? I don't know. I didn't love how the brother-in-law spoke to the attorneys. I don't know if anybody caught it, but he was talking about how he thought it was weird that she was shaking. And then the defense attorney says, have you ever seen her grieve before? And he says no. And they said, okay, well, you know, pretty much saying like anybody could grieve any certain way. But he tries to explain it, and he says, well, there's shaking and there's, what does he call it? Unconscious shaking and conscious shaking or something like that. And he says to the defense attorney, he's like, you know, like how you're shaking right now. I was like, oh my God, what did he just say? And she was like, oh yeah, I shake or whatever. And he's like, yeah, he's like, with you, I think it's like a subconscious thing. He's like, with her, I was like, all he could have said was, I feel like she was faking the shaking part. But instead he goes and like, I felt like, I don't know, I didn't like how, hopefully it didn't work, right? So hopefully the defense attorney didn't like knock her off her game, but it could have, right? So I don't know. I didn't love that part.
Help! Where are my boys?
Kids are in
This is worse, my brother. No.
Yes, they had no verification from their mom. True said I absolutely would tell them to go back to bed. I don't think they would, though.
Relocate your boys upstairs.
Oh, that's the thing. They do, but that's the thing, True. So they said that somebody told the boys that their dad's dead. So my thing is, at least go in there and like talk to them and see, like, feel it out, see if they know something.
A lot of traffic.
Yeah, I'll tell her now. Wait, okay. Come on. Bob, come on. Come on, Bob. I love you so much. Come on, sweethearts.
So where are they going with them? Oh, upstairs. To the playroom.
I can explain to her if you want to go.
I am his everything. Breathe.
I am his everything.
I'm his power of attorney. I'm his everything.
We don't have
Go
to worry
upstairs.
about that kind of stuff right now.
She said go upstairs.
I'm sorry. This is
It's all natural, okay? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
So, Cuff, you saying that Katie knows right off that something's not right, and guess what? You're probably right there, right? But if I'm watching this like a jury's supposed to, then I would have to assume that she obviously has suspicion. Doesn't she tell the cop something? They actually bring it up during the trial. It might have been yesterday, but they asked the cop, like, was she telling you? So, like, right from the beginning, she was telling them pretty much to look at the wife. But my thing is, what if he, like, had an aneurysm? I know he doesn't, right? He overdoses, so I get it. But, like, what if he had an aneurysm and she's telling these cops and she sees this body camera footage later? I don't know. I just didn't love that she was, I guess that was her immediate reaction, so it's easy for me to say. I don't know, but I feel like that could have made them, I don't know, maybe it could have been a good thing though, because if she is, if she did do something, then by telling them, if they weren't going to look into something, they now can, you know what I mean? But you guys, these bears and foxes and whatever they are, and all the things all over the house, I literally would not be able to sleep in this house. I could not sleep in this house. I would be petrified. Anybody else? Are you guys used to like stuffed dead animals on the wall? I just am not. From where I live, we don't have these things. So she does leave down and hug her.
just talked to him like a couple hours ago. He just woke up and he wasn't breathing. I went to bed. I went back to bed. It's a nightmare. So I went back in our room. And I just turned over to cuddle him, and his body was just so cold. Gone a while.
So the only information I know from what the
I get it,
medical
Ella.
staff that was here is he was cold to the touch, okay, and it seemed like he was down for a while.
We went to bed. He was fine at 9:30. I mean, that's when I went to the bedroom with Ashton. I mean, so unless he went, like, I didn't hear anything. I didn't even yell. He didn't say anything was wrong. And nothing happened. Like, nothing happened. Oh my God, this is not real. Nothing happened. Like, I didn't hear anything. And right across
Well,
the room,
something
like,
happened.
He was in pain. Why didn't he yell? It sounds like he wasn't. I know, but wait, I mean, I'm such a light sleeper, I could have heard anything. I just could have heard anything if he just said Kouri, like, I would have.
Oh, Dr. Vonda and Shelly Bean, I would die. Oh, that's funny, Tuffy. I hate hunting too, just the thought of it. What did she say? My mom said that they already know. So the sister's telling her right now, just in case you're confused, that they need to go tell the boys that about what's happening. And she does say here, like, that she doesn't want to, like, she doesn't know what to say, I guess. And she also says eventually in a little bit about the dad and how the sister pretty much says that she'll tell the dad because Kouri says I can't face him. Which is interesting because she wants her cell phone to call him. Oh look, he took a picture of the thermostat. Wait, was that normal? What? Look, I can't talk to your dad. I'm sorry. Okay?
What's that? So we're just going to document some. So there's some protocols we have to document. Like I explained to them, the next thing is our detective and our medical examiners are going to respond to the location. They're going to do their investigation and document everything. And then most likely, because of his age, his health and everything else, most likely. But that's their that's their field, not ours. So for us, our thing is now we have to just secure the scene until they get here, and then once it's released, it's up to them. And then most likely, you guys will be able to,
Oh, well, true.
Okay. And that's something you get to talk to our medical examiner about.
They only test 25,000 heads a year out of 35 million. What? We were just celebrating. Which I could see why Casey and Sarah were saying, like, if he really didn't want her to buy that house or whatever, this is my thing. So on one hand, absolutely, if you don't want them to buy the house, then why would you celebrate? I get that, right? Like, what are you celebrating about? The other thing, though, is he was there earlier that day, breaking, but on top of that even, wouldn't he wonder, like, how do you get the money for a down payment on a home that big? So I know that she got the line of credit and forged his signature, allegedly, but at the same time, where did he think that she was going to get the money to close on it? I didn't even think about that till just now. What do you guys think? Wait, what, Dr. Vonda? Oh my God. Scrotums.
I know.
Hi, Anders Gustafson. Oh, is this where she says I went to cuddle him? Let me see, sorry. prion disease. I learned all about it. Hey, Anders, come on in.
Is there any, like, animals that sleep in the bedroom with him?
Yeah, the dog.
The dog on the bed with him?
He's like a 10-pound. Little, floofy.
Okay, was he...
Every day.
What did that
Was he on the
mean?
bed when you came in?
Was he on the bed? No, he wasn't in there when I came in.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay. So if we put on the hat of she's got guilty conscience, does anyone think that she didn't really think that one through? That they might ask about, does an animal sleep with them and were they in the room?
Is your dad on the way, Katie? I don't know. He called me. And I just, like, screamed and everyone woke up and then we're here. I don't think he can even function. I'm trying to find someone to go with.
Oh my God,
my dad's
Dr.
almost
Vonder.
here. Oh my God, I can't tell him, Katie. I can't even.
She does have her face covered the whole time.
It's fine. He was fine. I'll do it. My sister's almost here.
Can you just please explain to them the process that they can't pass the threshold until it's really...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was that what you're doing, Steve? Okay. Yeah, I thought you were, like, seeing if I was going to pass out or something.
No,
And
and that too, you know.
I'm so shaky. I think I'm just stay sitting until I will go. He had like, look at that stuff on his nose. It was like, what is that?
So, like I said, I'm not a medical personnel person, but what the ambulance said was he did have blood in his
I saw
mouth.
all the blood
So,
everywhere.
you know, they don't know. It might have been an aneurysm. They don't know.
His dad has blood clots. I mean,
His dad had blood clots.
he had blood in the stuff. It was like, looked like snot or something.
Yeah, because when they do the CPR, he gets the blood flowing.
I think the real thing is because we know that his blood wasn't flowing. Wasn't it that when they compress the chest, that it pushes whatever, like the stuff from the lungs out, and that's where that came from? Somebody else in chat said earlier, does that mean then that she didn't really try to do CPR because it didn't happen when she was doing it? So I don't know. Could it just be that she wasn't doing it hard enough, or was she not doing it at all? Maybe both. Katie, I thought that was, is it weird that her name's Katie Richins? I don't want to sound like I'm from 1950s. And especially because, let me be honest, if we're going to be honest here, I didn't change my name until I was married for, my dad died 13 years ago. So I changed my name like 12 years ago. And I've been married for 22. So, oh, it's Katie Richins Benson. Okay, so she does have, okay. All right.
Moving, and if it's not pumping, it'll...
Oh my God.
No, they said he wasn't a drug user.
And when I was trying to just do the chest compressions, it just...
All right, real quick, I have to. Truth. I love you, my friend. I just want to make sure because I teach about this. Okay, so Truth says wait until the parents with... This is the thing. The heavy metals and all that, I totally am not arguing that. I agree with all that. But the vaccine thing, I don't know. I think that everything was checked out with that, and that started with one person, and it was, and it wound up going wild. But as of right now, I don't think that there's a link between the two. However, I will look into bovine. I'll look into it though. I will look into it. But I just want to make sure that I say that just in case, because as of right now I teach that there isn't a correlation. But I'm going to look up bovine because I could be wrong. No, Dr. Vonda, I have plenty of fat. If you need to borrow any, you can have all of it. I'm just joking. I'm not trying to make light of anything. I was just being me. I was just joking. I'm so glad that you're here with us now.
So Kouri, does he have any other medications except for that?
He has high cholesterol.
Where would he keep his medications?
Our house, not for that. Our house cleaner, she's cleaned. And I can't find where she put anything. But
All right, we do have to have a serious talk.
His Lyme disease doctor just is weaning him off of his Lyme disease medication, so he's just taking vitamins for that. They gave him something like for the pain because it causes him to, it just burns his body, so he has pain medicine. And
Is it that green bottle?
I honest to God don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if anybody caught
That was
this.
the one I found in his bag that he just took to St. George because we just went to St. George. I would assume but if that
Oh,
was
wait.
told to me, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry.
This is a beautiful house. And
So
he
Deputy
made...
Wynn, I want to show you a couple other exhibits. They'll pop up on your screen
here we
there.
go.
We'll kind of move through them. So first we'll do exhibit 1-4S1.
I think they just looked through a few of the...
And let's do 1-4S2.
I think this is where he says...
And 1-4S5.
Wait, hold on, let's go.
Are those still
There we go.
shots or screen grabs from the body camera we just watched?
Yes, it is.
I'll move to admit those 5.
Objection, Judge. 1-4S1 through 5 are admitted. Are we publishing to the jury?
Yeah, right,
If
Alan?
we could, please. And Scott, if you could just move through each of these.
Oh my God, Dr. Vonda. Yes, Shelley Bean, she did. So his sister owned the house first and sold this house to him. The thing that I didn't love about this, if anybody watched the brother-in-law's testimony, even the sister says that they then took like over the house right away. And doesn't the brother-in-law like have the locks changed, and he like was there all the times that the cops came to do different what are they called, search warrants? I don't know. I didn't love that. I didn't love the brother-in-law's whole testimony.
Now, if we could bring up Exhibit 2-41 for the witness. Do you recognize what kind of document this is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's a voluntary written statement that we provide.
And whose name and signature is at the bottom?
Miss Kouri Richins.
Okay, I'll move to admit Exhibit 2-41.
No objection, Judge. 241 is admitted.
And if you could publish that, please. And maybe zoom in on the text for a moment. It's a little small.
Here you go. It says, Eric and I had put the kids, they only read a tiny part, so I want to read to you. Eric and I put the kids to bed at around 9 p.m. Oh, yeah, she did say 9, okay. We had a drink around 9:15 to celebrate work. Brushed our teeth around 9:30. We laid in bed for about 5 minutes. My son was having nightmares, So I went to sleep in his bed, which I'm assuming you guys, I'm hoping that that they talk to the son and that the son corroborates that. I would hope. My husband and I said goodnight. I love you. I woke up around 3 a.m. to go back to bed, and I got in our bed and went to hug and cuddle Eric, and he was freezing. I put a blanket on him, then gently pushed him and said, Eric, but he didn't respond, and his body was heavy. A weird feeling. Something was wrong. I turned the lights on, and he was pale, not breathing. I called 911. She told me to do CPR, pull him off the bed with the sheets, and I did. Then the paramedic showed up and took over from there. So she does say the cuddle thing here. That's what she says to the sister. Which, let's be honest, this is the end of this one. Let's be honest, you guys, like, I don't know about you, but if I'm sleeping and it's 3 a.m., don't come cuddle me, please. Like, leave me alone, no? Am I the only one? When I heard that, I was like, who wants to cuddle? I don't know. But here, I want to go to the court TV because I want to show you guys something with, I have to show you what I mean with the brother-in-law's testimony. Oh, actually, I could just go to mine because I cut out all the stuff in between. All right, here we go, and I'm going to share this tab instead. Okay.
Figure life out together.
All right.
If he could just
Pause.
go away.
Okay, let me share this instead. Oh, it already shared it. Look at that. Boom. Okay, so this was the opening statement of the prosecutor, and then the defense comes on, and then his sister. But I wanted to show you something with the brother-in-law. So this is the brother-in-law right here. We probably should have looked at the sister too. But this is the brother-in-law. He's the one that I really wanted to show you guys.
You are married to Katie Benson.
Yes.
And did you know Eric?
I did.
And Kouri?
Yes.
Let me get a little bit.
And the kids what?
The cameras require an internet access in order to record.
I see. And how long did that take before you got the cameras installed?
That was as quickly as possible. So we had private security there. We had private security there for 2 days until we could get that internet up and running.
Was there a person?
You guys, this is what I don't love. Hold on, let me rewind it just to make sure that I'm not saying the wrong thing.
Okay. Once you had the internet, what happened then?
Why didn't they have internet before?
And what did you do to secure that home?
When did they
After Eric died.
After Eric died.
And the kids what?
Kouri and the kids lived at Eric's home at the 282 Willow Court address.
Okay. And then after May 8th, who was responsible for securing that address?
That was me.
Okay. And what
So I'm assuming she got arrested May 8th?
did you do to secure that home?
So on May 8th, I arranged for a locksmith to come and change all the locks. I also arranged for a private security company to come out and watch the home until we could get internet service provided, as well as install cameras around the property.
Okay. Once you had
All right, me too, Dr. Vona.
What happened then?
That was when we could install the cameras. The cameras require an internet access in order to record.
I see. And how long did that take before you got the cameras installed?
That was as quickly as possible. So we had private security there. We had private security there for 2 days until we could get that internet up and running.
Was there a person there 24/7?
There was. Yeah.
What?
Did you take any other efforts to make sure no one entered that home?
I also taped doors throughout the property so then I would know if the door was open and closed.
What? I missed that. You guys, that's weird, no? Is that not weird, you guys?
Did you have any real-time notice if there was some disturbance or something?
I did. So those cameras would send my cell phone a notice anytime something was tripped. So that included even something as small as bug movement would trigger on the phone. So I'd be watching that.
So did you get
Oh my
a lot
God.
of notices?
There was a lot of notices. Yeah.
What did you do upon receiving a notice?
Receiving a notice, I would, of course, pull up the footage, I'd review it, make sure there was not a person that was trying to access the home. And at that point, I would, if there was no one trying to access it, then of course I would close it down.
Why would someone want to access the home? I'm so confused.
If there was somebody?
I would immediately call law enforcement.
Okay. Did you ever have to call law enforcement?
I did.
Did they show up?
They did within minutes.
Are you aware of any entry to the house?
What?
Is there a separate garage?
There is a separate detached garage.
Okay. Are you aware of any unauthorized entry of the home or the detached garage during the time you were in charge of security?
No, there was no entry.
Were there occasions when authorized personnel needed or wanted to make entry?
There was.
Who would that have been?
It would be the sheriff's personnel, and they would arrange through me if they needed to access the home.
Were there occasions when you yourself went in?
There was.
Tell me about that.
So I would go in the home if the kids, meaning Carter, Ashton, or Weston, if they had requested a specific item. So they still did have clothing in the home, as well as some sentimental items, trophies, things like that they wanted.
And so, how did that work? Just you did it, and no one else, or?
It was primarily me. Occasionally, there was one instance where there was a live animal in the home. Carter did have a lizard, so I had to have help to carry that out of the home. So I had a family member help me do that.
Okay. But always you were there?
Yes.
Okay. And were there occasions when, I think there's been mention about Todd Gabler, do you know him?
Yes.
Was there times when he asked to have entry?
Yes.
Were you with him?
I was.
Okay. How about defense attorneys or investigators? Did they have access?
Yes, we would. If they did request access, we would go with them to go through the home.
So, do you guys think that that's weird? So he would walk through the home with the investigators, and also, do you guys think that it's weird that they continued to get search warrants all the way up until 2 weeks before the trial? Like, the trial, I mean, the crime, or the death rather, happens in 2022. This is 2026. Like, they were just there 2 weeks ago. And he shows up every time. I don't know. I mean, you said nope, the family home. Oh, wait, is that to something else, though? The security, yes. I see, but who would want to go in there? Like, what were they, does anybody know, like, what were they afraid, like, who were they afraid of going in there?
When you were going through the house, did you ever, not through the house, when you were inside the house, on any occasion, did you ever see a missionary journal?
I do recall the missionary journal. Their master bedroom had a large master closet that was attached. Kouri and Eric.
Okay.
Yep, so the master bedroom had a large closet that was attached. I believe it was on the right side.
Is that too fast?
Okay. This journal was?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know whether Eric went on a mission?
He did go on a mission.
During your...
Wait, are they Mormon? It doesn't matter. They just said that they went on a mission, and I don't know. That was the last thing I've heard with missions was Mormon stuff. But I know all people, like not all, but like lots of religions go on missions. But they're in Utah, aren't they?
Time in the home either during this period or other occasions?
Yes, they are. Shut up.
I did. Yep.
Where did you see them?
In the master bedroom.
When did you see that? Do you recall? Approximately.
I don't recall.
After May 23?
Correct. Yep.
I'd like to turn your attention to October, November of 2020.
Are you kidding me?
Were you present with Katie when there was a phone call from Eric?
I was.
Okay. And could you hear the phone conversation?
I could. She had it on speakerphone.
You had met Eric prior to that. I mean, you'd known him for some years.
Yes.
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 Wow.
Could you tell what his demeanor was like?
I could. He was extremely harassing. He was really upset.
Angry, upset, or sad, upset, or a little bit of both? I mean,
It was a combination of both.
Did he explain to you why he was upset? I'm not asking you what he said. I'm asking, did he explain why he was upset?
Yes.
Okay. Having heard that, did you do something to assist with the situation?
I did.
What did you do?
I knew he was on his way over to our home after overhearing the conversation with Katie. Any amount of time it took him to get from where he was to our house, I was able to pull up the Summit County website, the recorder's website, where I could pull up the property address as well as the parcel ID and be able to view all of the recorded documents against the home.
I see. And when you looked at that, did you find something that concerned you about the 282 Road Court?
I did.
And what was that?
I found a $250,000 home equity line of credit that was taken out against Eric's house.
You guys.
Did you pass that information on to Eric?
Yes.
How would she get a $250,000 line of credit without him noticing? I mean, I know she could have signed his name, but I mean, as far as making, like, paying bills and stuff, like, I don't know, you guys. And $250,000, I know that that's, like, a ton of money to people, but in the grand scheme of things, if he's making $750,000 a year, is $250,000 really that as much as it would be like to one of us? Do you know what I mean?
Sure. That conversation, that passing of that information, can you relate to us Eric's demeanor in that?
Yeah, his demeanor was still very upset and very sad in general. So,
Do you know what he did following that?
what he did following that, so we had a discussion about divorce attorneys while he was there,
Okay.
as a result of finding out about that line of credit.
So, how did you suggest a name?
I did.
Was that on request, or were you encouraging?
It was on request, and obviously.
Well, I guess if I'm playing devil's advocate, I could wear the other hat and say that either, yes, Harlot, either she's the one that wrote the bills out, or it did get caught, which is why he was pissed, right? Because I said, how would you do that without realizing it? But I guess he eventually does realize it. But again, how is she going to pay for the down payment on that other house? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just have so many questions.
Eric was extremely upset about what was happening. And it was just that conversation we were having where it was the next step would be to get a divorce attorney involved.
And so, did you suggest a name?
I did.
Who was that?
Christina Miller.
Did you work out a system of communication between Christina Miller and Eric?
I did.
And what was that? Could you just describe it?
So I was an intermediary, so I would handle phone calls as well as emails back and forth. So Eric, they had requested certain amounts of information from Eric, and I would handle that passage of information.
Okay.
Ooh, Dr. Vonda said that she just asked AI, and Gemini said that he was Mormon, but she came from a non-LDS family. If that's true, it explains so much. That is interesting. Oh, he has deep
Called it,
LDS roots?
And I overheard.
Oh, I need to do some looking this up.
And the witness states exhibit 8-49.
What about the sister and the brother-in-law?
Direct your attention to tab 13.
Paul, I can't.
Do you recognize what's there at tab 13?
I do.
Could you describe what it is?
It's a customer cash payment authorization form. It's a Ford paperwork.
Okay. Do you know where it came from?
Yes, it came from the Heber Ford dealership.
Do you know? Did you get it?
I did. I think so.
Okay. And once you picked that paperwork up, what did you do with it?
I gave it to Katie.
Does it have Eric's signature on it?
It does.
Okay. I'd like you to direct your attention to tab.
Okay, so they're going to show you that it looks like she did the signature, da-da-da-da. I want to switch to the defense's stuff real quick. But I will say, so Truth, that was so cute. Paul, I can't take it. That's hysterical. It's cute. And now that you just said that, I did think about it, and I could probably, if I signed my husband's name, take out a line of credit without him knowing. And I do pay the physical bills. So, like, he puts his check in our account, but I do the actual bills.
Let's go back to 2012 for a moment. You said that that was when you sold the home, you and your wife sold the home to Eric, correct?
All right, here we go. So they
Eric
sold the home
and
to
Kouri
them.
were living together at that time, correct?
I believe so. I can't say for sure, but I
Okay.
believe so.
Well, when Eric moved into the home, Kouri moved into the home with him, correct?
I believe so.
And they were married
I
less than
believe
a
so.
year after moving into that home together.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So that home was always lived in by both Eric and Kouri from the time Eric took possession of it, correct?
From the time of possession, did they live in that home the entire time together?
All right. Yes, did they live in that home as their primary
I don't like how he
I'm
answers
not
this
talking about
stuff.
when maybe someone stayed somewhere else, but was that their primary home together from 2012 until the time of his death?
I am aware that Kouri had leased a home in Oakley where she was going to live separately for a period of time. So I can't answer, but I know for certain that they both lived in that home the entire time.
I don't
Are
like
you aware
that.
that Kouri never did live in another home during that period?
No.
All right. So you talked about then at that same, well, not that same time frame, you talked about then in 2020 that you helped Eric hire a divorce attorney.
Yes.
So 2 years before his death, you, I think
Excuse
you talked
me.
about was that he found out
Take notice, you guys. This is the attorney that he calls out the shaking.
information he was upset about with Kouri, correct?
Correct.
And so you reached out to Christina Miller, you sent an email to her, correct?
Yes, I did.
Asking if she would represent your brother-in-law, correct?
I asked if she would be willing to
Hey,
represent
are you
me.
Sonny?
All right. And you set up the appointment for him.
Yes,
Did you attend the appointment with him?
I did.
All right. But you described yourself as an intermediary, but wasn't it decided that all correspondence would be between you and the attorney, not between Eric and the attorney?
That's incorrect. Eric did attend in-person meetings with Christina that I was not there for.
I understand. The question was not in-person meetings, all correspondence by email, for example.
Yes.
And all
I don't like
documentation that the lawyer requested from Eric was sent by you, correct?
As far as documentation that I knew about, Eric may have sent additional documentation that I didn't know about, but anything that I was aware of, I did send.
All right, so as far as you know, all documentation was sent by you.
As far as I know of documentation that I was informed about, I did send that correspondence.
Oh my God.
And you were the one to gather up the documents, correct?
It would depend on if it was an in-person meeting or not. If Eric did something in person, I do not know what documentation he brought to Christina.
All right, let's just take a step back. Did you send the documentation to the divorce lawyer that was requested?
Yes.
All right. And is it fair to say you were doing this because Eric didn't want Kouri to know he was considering a divorce at that time, fair?
Eric was aware that Kouri was watching his emails and didn't want her to know.
So he didn't want her
So
to know
yes.
he was considering divorce.
I can't speak for him, so I don't know exactly what he was thinking at that moment.
All right, but he has all the correspondence be with you and not with him. Email and things, anything sent. Either
So
email-
so it's either that's the answer to that, or the brother-in-law and the sister were trying to like encourage him to divorce. So either way, I don't like how he's answering.
mail was all done by you.
I can't say in general all correspondence,
I
so I've
understand.
got to clarify that. It's only correspondence that I'm aware of, so whatever Eric did outside of my knowledge, I can't answer that.
I understand that. And you're not aware of any other correspondence that Eric did. You're just not aware.
No, the divorce attorney would be the best source of information.
All right, and we'll get a chance to talk to her. So anyway, but ultimately,
Truth
Eric
I
decided
wish.
he was not going
That's
to
so
divorce Kouri,
cute.
correct?
Correct.
And nothing came of these meetings and correspondence, correct?
Well, because the trust was created because of this correspondence. So,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
yeah, so I recommended Christina Miller as the divorce attorney. She recommended Crystal Bowman to manage and write Eric's trust.
I understand that. But nothing happened as far as a divorce, correct?
They did not get divorced, no.
Right. Fair to say that at that time, you and your
Does
family...
anybody know how the state of Utah would have handled that? Too bad Travis isn't on here, because in the state of Pennsylvania, so my husband, when I married him, his mom died when she was 48, and he inherited her house, and that house he still owns, and it's still just in his name. However, we're married, and in Pennsylvania, it's half mine. He says it all the time, like, let's go put your name on it. And my brother's always like, go put your name on it, you dummy. Like he's saying, just go do it. But when I talk to, I have a friend that's an attorney, they were like, it really doesn't matter. You're married. And so I'm wondering, like, I don't like that he made a trust in his name. I don't know. I don't like that. Like, and the fact that the brother, like, he wouldn't have done that if the brother-in-law didn't introduce him to, I don't know. I don't like any of this.
Or at least you and Katie were supportive of him divorcing Ms. Richins, fair?
We were supportive of Eric no matter what the arrangement was. We were supportive while they were married. We were supportive of the divorce as well, so that was his choice.
All right.
See, she just said what I was thinking. So he said we were supportive either way. We were supportive of, yes, Dr. Rhonda, that we were supportive of a divorce too.
Now I want to talk about, jump to May of 2023. This is when you took control of the home on Willow Creek. Is that right, Willow Creek? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
So that was like 14 months
And
after, right?
You said you had the locks changed. Was that immediately?
As quick as the locksmith could get there.
All right. So
Oh my
within
God.
a week.
No, within a matter of hours, that
Ouch.
locksmith was there.
And then you had cameras installed.
I installed the cameras.
You did that yourself.
I had the help of a family member.
All right. And you
Again,
installed
why?
cameras outside the home
Cameras outside as well as inside the home.
as well as inside. Is that the only time cameras were installed? Were they all installed at that time? Or were there cameras that then were installed later, additional cameras?
There's a substantial amount of cameras.
Why?
Cameras, you needed more batteries, things to swap out, things like that. I had to add a replacement, and so I did add an additional camera here and there in order to have a replacement on site.
What?
So yeah, I mean, I'd say that the original bulk were installed, and then later on I would
He
add
said so that he could have a replacement on site. This is what I got this weird feeling with this brother-in-law the whole time. And again, weird feeling not meaning that he's guilty of like anything, like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, I don't know that I would like this guy to be my brother-in-law. I know that some people could say that he's like trying to stick up for his brother-in-law and he's trying to defend him and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like these are the things that could cause even bigger problems within a marriage. And this is coming from somebody who has a specialization in marriage and family therapy. So I am putting my doctor hat back on. So with that being said, I just feel like there are so many things that cross boundaries that I've seen so far, and again, I'm not saying that this has nothing to do with the ending. I'm just saying, like, let's forget the ending. Let's say he's alive and, they're going through a divorce right now. So I'm just talking about in human behavior. Does anybody else, like, in your own lives, like, I'm so close to my family, but never, ever, ever would I do this? I don't know. I just feel like this was a lot. What do you guys think? And why do they have so, they were supportive of him. I get that. But isn't this like a lot?
Batteries, things like that.
All right, both inside and outside.
Correct.
When was the last time the cameras were installed in the home?
Do you mean the bulk of the cameras, or if I brought in another camera?
When was the very last time you installed any cameras in the home?
He was involved. I guess what I'm saying is, no problem.
Years ago. It's
Shelley
been a long
Bean.
time.
All right. Now you
Oh,
said that
good.
whenever
Ash
someone needs
agrees.
to enter the home, you went with them.
Yes.
That's true. So every single time someone has entered that home, you have been present?
See, I agree.
Yes.
See,
Now,
every time they
law
entered the
enforcement's
home, you
entered
were
the home
present.
many
Yes.
times since May of 2023, correct?
Yes.
And each time, there was more than one law enforcement officer that entered the home.
Yes, I believe so. You'd have to check the records.
All right. And they came to execute search warrants on the home.
Yes.
Do you recall how many times they searched the home between 2023 and today?
I don't have an exact number. They would have a better record.
If I told you 10,
That seems reasonable.
does that seem reasonable? And
Isn't that a lot, you guys? I mean, is it just that I live where I live, like in Philadelphia and stuff, that there's so much crime that that's like unheard of to me, that you would search the same place 10 times over? I mean, I'm trying to think about it. If this was the Kohberger case, could you imagine the Kohbergers if the prosecution went in there 10 times? I know they went in there a few times, but I mean like 10 times over the course of, what was it, 4 years? Like that's a lot.
the last time they searched that home was 2 weeks ago, I believe today, correct?
Yes.
It's almost 4.
I hear what you're saying, Cuff You, but it's all happening like with the Guthrie case. That's only a month old. We're talking 4 years later. I would argue, how do we know? Like, this brother-in-law's been everywhere. Like, and I'm not saying that he did anything, but I'm saying as if I were a defense attorney, I would definitely jump on that and be like, how do I know that anything that was taken after the initial, month or whatever wasn't found there because it was placed there? And I don't think it was. I'm just saying, I feel like that opens it up for a defense team to shed doubt on the other things.
4 years after Mr. Richins' death, law enforcement is still searching the home.
Yes.
Are you aware they removed things from the home every time they came into the
Right,
home?
Dr. Ron?
I'm not aware. You'd have to check the records.
Yeah, I'm just asking if you were aware.
They removed, typically as a result of the search warrant, I would think they would have removed items each time.
See, I don't like
I told
that.
you
So
what-
she just said, were you aware that they removed stuff from the home? He said no. And then she asked again, and she said, well, like, pretty much she was telling him, like, I'm telling you that they removed stuff. And he's like, well, if you have a search warrant, I would assume. So I just don't like how he goes back and forth. I don't know. I don't know if he's just taking everything very literally and he's on the stand and he raised his hand and said that under God he wouldn't lie. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, give him the benefit of the doubt. But the vibe I'm getting, I don't know.
There, correct?
Yes.
All right, so you saw them removing items from the home.
I would receive a search warrant and they would write the items that they were there to pick up. So I can't tell you for sure.
I
every time
agree
they
with you,
left,
Ari
what they
Sunny
left.
now.
All right, makes sense. Now, there have been other people in the home besides law enforcement.
Yes.
People have been into the home to collect belongings for the boys, correct?
Not people. It would primarily be me, as well as occasionally it would primarily just be me. I believe in one instance I had a family member help me carry some clothing out of the home, but that's it.
There was a family friend who came in early on and removed things from the home, true? Or a distant relative?
I wouldn't say removed things. So anything else taken out of that home was all the children's belongings. So it would be their clothing, if they requested a trophy, if they wanted a fish out of the home, that was a stuffed fish, for example. So those would be the items that would have sentimental value that the kids had wanted out of the home. And that would be me. So they would give me the items that they had wanted. I would go pick them up, and then I would take them.
All right. Okay, let's move to
Why?
Mr. Gabler, this is the
I have another question. Why is the house still unoccupied 4 years later? Is it because of this trial? Does anyone know?
private investigator that you and the family hired, correct?
Mr. Gabler was hired by Crystal Bowman for the estate.
For the estate. And but he was paid out of the trust.
No.
Well, Ms. Bowman didn't pay him, correct?
He was initially paid by myself.
So you personally paid him at first.
Yes.
And eventually he was paid out of the trust, correct?
Correct.
He was paid at least $100,000 out of the trust, correct?
Wow.
Correct. You'll have the records.
All right. The trust that the 3 boys are the beneficiary of, correct?
The 3 boys are the beneficiary, yes.
Okay. But that money was used to pay for an investigator. Fair?
Fair. In regard to
Oh, wow.
in regard to ongoing legal.
I don't remember hearing that, you guys. That makes it even worse in my opinion. The fact that, like, it's one thing to try to prove something. My thing is this. Here where I live, we don't have $100,000 for an investigator. So if, God forbid, something happened to my siblings and my nieces and nephews, this was the money that they were left. Could you imagine taking I mean, I don't know how much was left, but imagine taking 100,000 of it. Like, he's talking about her spending frivolously, but I don't know. I guess some of you would say, well, he was getting an investigator because they really felt like, you know, she did something wrong. Well, why isn't then like let the police do that? Why are you paying for the investigation and then handing it to police?
That would be some.
Understood.
Yeah, it's Katie's husband.
Do you
The
recall
family's
when
wealthy.
Mr. Gabler was
Hi, Webs of
how
Deceit.
shortly after Eric Richins died?
I believe it was maybe a little over a month after.
All right. And
Hi,
part of what he
Jasmine.
did
Mina.
as your private investigator was to look into Kouri Richins' background. True.
True.
And he looked into everything about her business, correct?
Todd did not directly look into her business, but he in general looked into her background.
Oh my God, I just remembered.
About her business, true.
I believe so. I'm not aware. He did it.
Earlier when I said I didn't know what she did for a living, that even if she was a housewife or something, she still does so much. Wasn't she a realtor, you guys? And if so, does that now make buying that mansion to flip it that odd?
His own report.
Well, you were very involved in what Mr. Gabler was investigating, fair to say?
Yes.
And you knew that he was investigating Kouri in order to try and come up with something that would result in criminal charges, fair?
No, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
No.
Well, isn't it?
Todd investigated for the truth. He made it clear that no matter what, we had to be comfortable with the truth, no matter what that answer is.
And the truth that you were looking for was information to charge Kouri Richins.
I'll let him answer that. I'll let him answer that, and we need to move on. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, yes.
The truth you were looking for was evidence to charge Kouri Richins.
That's false.
All right. However, Mr. Gabler was supplying evidence to Summit County investigators at least as early as November of 2022, correct?
I don't know the exact date.
Wow.
When he would send information to investigators, would he copy you on those emails?
I don't recall if I received all correspondence with that. I can tell you exactly.
Did you receive correspondence?
I did.
Yeah, but you guys, I wasn't a doctor either before I got married. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Jaime, we have
Of course. Okay.
Did you see the date on that, Mr. Benson?
I do.
So let me ask you then. As early as November of 2022, Mr. Gabler was sending information to Summit County Sheriff's officers, to the investigators, detectives in this case, about Kouri's possible involvement in her husband's death, true?
Correct.
And you were copied on that?
Yes.
All right.
Ms. Lewis, please proceed.
So we were talking about Mr. Gabler. As part of Mr. Gabler's investigation, he was allowed into the Willow Court home a number of times.
Correct.
And he would go into the home and look through things off the desk.
Correct.
Were you with him? I think you said you were, but you were with him every single time he went into the home.
Yes.
And you know when the first time was that he went in the home.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
the exact date. You would know that date.
He would know what you said.
Or he would most likely.
I don't know. So that's what I was asking.
All right, yeah.
All right, but we talked about there were approximately 10 searches between May of 2023, well, actually April of 2023, and 2 weeks ago. He was in the home in between those searches, right?
Correct.
And in between those searches, he would find things and put them in different places, correct?
Todd documents everything that he does. He records it. I believe he records sound, does everything when he does his own investigation. So
He records, I'm sorry.
I believe he would record it if he was in the home. So sometime I believe it would be at least an audio. So
Would audio record what he was doing while he was in the home?
yes, Todd's very specific about recording what he does.
Would he have a video record what he was doing?
I believe he would audio record. I don't know specifically about a video, but
Oh,
he would
wow.
have to consult Todd.
There were blink cameras in the home, though, or those cameras, those videos, or those recordings over to the prosecution.
Those, they overwrite every 60 days. I believe that you
course they
subpoenaed
do.
to get the video recordings, which we've given.
You have given those
Yes.
to, who did you?
Oh my God, you guys, that's what I don't like. Do you know what I mean? So they have all these cameras in the house and outside of the house, yet when she just asked about the footage from the cameras, he said that it overwrites every 60 days and that you would have to ask or get a subpoena for that or whatever, or a search warrant, and they didn't ask for any of them.
Who gave those to you?
So wouldn't that be part of like helping figure out whether she was culpable or not?
If we were subpoenaed, we provided the video recordings.
All right, we'll get back to that in just a minute. All right, so did he ever take things out of the home with him, Mr. Gabler?
If it's, I don't have a specific record of what he would have taken out of the home. He would have a record of that.
Well, I don't need a record right now. I just a yes or no. Do you know if he took things out of the home with him?
I'm thinking that he may have taken some documents, but I can tell you exactly. He would have that record.
If he took anything out of the home, would he provide that to the detectives or to the prosecution in this case?
Yes.
When you were in the home
Wow.
with Mr. Gabler, just the two of you, did you stay right with him throughout the house?
For the most part, yes.
Or was he ever allowed to just wander around while you sat down in the family room or something?
Typically, I was with him.
Really? Not always.
But he doesn't know what he
he
took.
I had me walking into a room when I was in the living room, so I would think typically what I did with him.
So fair to say that during all these times that Mr. Gabler was searching the home, moving things, he was looking for things to help the prosecution, fair?
No, it's not fair.
What was he looking for?
Todd was doing his own analysis.
Which he then provided all to the prosecution, correct?
I believe he did provide it. You have to ask him.
All right. There were times that you were alone in the home.
Sure.
And what were you doing in the home when you were there by yourself?
When I was in the home by myself, it would be property management type things, making sure water heaters were turning over so that way they didn't go moldy, things like that. So it was primarily home maintenance type things. Again, if I was requested to pick up an item by the children, then I would
I thought about it when I heard this, and I was like, why doesn't my husband do home maintenance like that? Like, why do we wait till something breaks?
go and pick up those items. That would be the only reason I was in the home.
So you were in and out of the main bedroom, King Kouri Richins' bedroom?
Yes, there's a bathroom in there.
You were in and out of the bathroom?
Yes.
All right. I have a few more questions. Can I just have one moment? Remember? Sorry. So in the last 60 days, who has been in and out of the home?
The last 60 days would be myself. It would be your private detective, or the defense's private detective. It would be sheriff's officers with a warrant. And that's it.
You're providing all of those videos, correct?
Yes.
All right. Let's go back to the night of March 4th, 2022 for a moment. You said that you got to the house that night, middle of the night.
So he paid
correct?
$100,000 out of the kid's pocket to help prosecutors convict their mother. And again, whether it's warranted or not, right? The kids already lost their father. I mean, I don't know. But I guess you could say, I don't know. I still haven't seen the whole trial, and I'm trying to keep an open mind, so we'll see what happens.
Sorry, say the question again.
March 4th, 2022. Came to the home as quickly as you could. So about what time was that?
It's between 3:30 and 4 o'clock around there.
And you came in carrying your two
I think it
girls,
was
correct?
14 months.
And you said that you saw something unusual.
Yes.
And you said that what was unusual was that Kouri was shaking her hands. Dead in front of her, shaking
Oh,
hands.
here
Was
goes.
unusual
Watch
reaction,
us.
In your opinion?
I don't know how personal I can get. So when a person, so I've noticed George, quite honestly, when your hands tremor.
I do have a tremor. That's observant.
Okay, subconscious, isn't it? So that happens subconscious. And you can see it. You can obviously notice it. So there's an
my
obvious
God.
difference, in my opinion. I'm not a medical professional, but there's a difference between a subconscious tremor and someone who's doing this.
All right, let me ask you this. Had you ever...
See, I didn't love that. Did you guys like that? I didn't like that. That didn't feel good to me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I'm an empath, but that just did not feel good to me.
Dead in front of her, shaking hands was an unusual reaction, in your opinion?
I don't know how personal I can get. So when a person, so I've noticed George, quite honestly, when your hands tremor.
I do have a tremor. That's observant.
Okay, subconscious, isn't it? So that happens subconscious. And you can see it. You can obviously notice it. So there's an obvious difference, in my opinion. I'm not a medical professional, but there's a difference between a subconscious tremor and someone who's doing this.
All right, let me ask you this. Had you ever seen Kouri prior to that day, immediately after losing one of the closest people in your life?
No.
So you've never seen her grieving prior to this?
No.
So you don't know what was typical or not typical for Kouri Richins, right?
No, that's correct.
All right, you said you took the boys upstairs into the playroom. I guess it's called the classroom loft area.
Yes, correct.
All right. And how's that room set up? How many windows are in the room?
One.
And
There are toy shelves in front of the window, yes.
the boys were 9 and 7, two older boys.
Yes.
All right. So did they crawl up on the shelves to look out the window?
At the time, I don't believe. So the home's been reorganized. So at the time, there was different furniture up there. So there were couches up there. Currently, there's not couches up there. So I think the toy shelves have been rearranged. So before they could, I believe they could actually access that window.
All right, you're not sure though.
I'm positive that that furniture's been rearranged in that home, but
But you're not sure what was in front of the window at that time.
I can't remember exactly what toy shelves were in the window at that
Okay.
time.
And so
Oh,
Eric was brought out on a stretcher. He's
Hi,
covered,
Brenda.
correct?
Yes,
All right. So what was visible was what we see on TV, body covered in a sheet.
correct.
All right. And then you said that people asked Kouri, or told Kouri, I'm not sure, that she needed to tell the boys that their father had passed, correct? Actually, I don't think that's what you said. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to put words in your mouth. I think what you said is you never heard Kouri ask anyone to tell the boys that their father had passed. I believe that's what you actually said.
Say that again.
You testified on direct that at no time did you happen to their father. To tell the boys their father had passed, correct?
No, that's incorrect. So,
All right. I'm sorry then. Go ahead. What was
Oh,
you said?
really,
yeah,
Dr.
so
Vonda?
I had heard people tell Kouri that we need to tell the boys.
2 questions. First, were you aware that the boys had already told their grandmother that they knew that their father had passed earlier, or before, maybe even before you got there? Were you aware of that?
I'm not aware of that. That sounds incorrect.
All right. And ultimately, it was Kouri herself who spoke.
I have a playlist that I put on like before I go to bed, and Hella is one of the ones that I listen to at nighttime. So I'm interested to see what she had to say.
To the boys and told them what happened, correct?
Yes,
Were you there when that happened?
I was in home, but I wasn't in the room.
Yes,
You weren't
I
there
agree,
seeing the boys
Harlot.
when she told them that their father had died.
And Harlot, so that says to me as somebody who studies behavior that he did that knowing that like that was like a power shift there. Almost where it was like he was trying to see if he could make her off her game.
No, I believe I was in the room. So if we're talking about, so that there was somewhat, I think, some different instances where a boy maybe went back into a room. She talked to one of them there. And there was also a time when we were all sitting in the living room, and they were talking about it there.
All right, I don't want to speculate, just if you know or you don't know. Were you there when she sat the 3 boys down and told them what happened?
Yeah, so sitting on the couch with my 2 daughters, yes.
Did you hear the conversation?
Yes, and then she was a few seats down.
All right, and she did explain to the boys.
Yes. Mr. Rose?
Regardless of how the furniture is today, do you have a distinct recollection of seeing the body being wheeled out that window?
I do.
Was there any occasion when you were with Mr. Gabler, after charges filed, did you ever go in with Mr. Gabler?
Yes,
In those instances, did you ever see Mr. Gabler identify something and leave it and tell the police later?
absolutely. Todd would not. If anything was of interest, he would immediately call the sheriff's office, and that thing would be documented.
Did you ever see Mr.
So
Gabler?
my thing is, why didn't the sheriff's office find that stuff on their own? So this is the end of the testimony, and I have to go drive my child to my sister's because she stays there 2 nights a week for school. It's cheaper to get an Uber from my sister's to school than from my house to school. So she needs a ride, and I'm a good mom. So, Gianna, you have to see all the super things I got tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Gianna said thank you, like I'm going to give it to her, but I kind of do, so. I give everything to my kids, don't we all? But yeah, I'm going to hang up so that I could go take Gianna to my sister's, and I have work in the morning, but I'm interested to see what happens tomorrow. I don't know who's going to be on there tomorrow. I'm dying to know what you guys think about why this is going to be a 5-week case. I feel like we've already heard from so many people. Like how many, I guess they have to bring financial people and stuff. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm interested to see what they're going to do for 5 weeks. But with all that being said, thank you to my mods for always being there for me. No problem. And thank you to all of you for showing up here. And thank you to Hella. You guys, please go to Hella and Dr. Vonda's pages and like and subscribe. And thank you, Hella. I feel so blessed for all of you tonight. I am so appreciative. This might have been one of my most favorite lives ever. So, and it was because of all of you. So thank you. I felt like overwhelmed with blessings. So I appreciate you. And thank you to all of my mods who are always here. What time am I on tomorrow? So, oh, thank you, Dr. Dr. Vonda says I'm a good mom. There's a Dr. Vonda. Isn't that crazy?
Vonda?
Yeah, it's literally.
Vonda Vona?
Yeah, it's Dr. Vonda. Yeah, people call us Vana all the time. Oh yeah, people do call us Vana all the time. So Vonda. That is weird, right?
Yeah. Must be Gianna Vonda.
Gianna said she could be Gianna Vonda. That's so funny. She's hysterical. So, and she could be Gianna Vonda too. They used to call her down to the office. They would call both of my kids down. They would be like, can Gianna Vona and Ava Vona come down? And they would be like, they don't look anything alike. So I don't know if they didn't think they were related. I had no idea, but it was weird. Oh, Thank you, you guys. Oh, you're a great person. You're a great mom. Hopefully you'll come back one tomorrow. Oh, I'll be here. Ash, you better come and check me out. So you guys said what time will I be on tomorrow? So what's tomorrow? Wednesday? I teach until 9 p.m. So I teach class like all day. But my one class is from, like my last class is 6:30 to 9. So I would say 9:30. So check me out around 9:30 tomorrow night, okay? I'll see you guys. And I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. Let's get justice either way. Thank you guys. I love you all. Take care.